Following comments made by the French President and British Foreign Secretary regarding their continued support for Ukraine in its war against Russia, Russia has announced its intentions to run military simulations for the use of battlefield nuclear weapons. Russian officials called Western comments a new escalation needing attention. This move is seen as a warning to Ukraine's allies despite it not being in NATO. Western governments continue to blame Russia for the deepening of tensions, accusing Moscow of conducting activities on NATO countries' soil and threatening their security. Ukraine has shifted to targeting Russia's war logistics system, oil refineries and depots with long-range missiles to make up for a shortage of personnel and ammunition for close combat operations. Russia has continued to target Ukraine's power grid and energy sector, most recently in Sumy. In the face of the war, however, thousands of Christians gathered in Ukraine and Russia this week to celebrate Orthodox Easter. The gatherings serve as a reminder that even as the two nations face grave difficulties, the Lord is still at work. Despite over 2 years of conflict, reports from church leaders show growing congregations and a unique harvest born from the war. While we don't wish for the war to continue, it's important to see the opportunities it brings for the church, as seen in other conflicts worldwide. Churches in war-torn areas shouldn't lose focus, but lean into what God is doing. Romans 8:28 reminds us that God works for the good of those who love Him. This does not mean that everything will be happy and unproblematic for believers, yet it does encourage us that even amid turmoil, the Lord will work everything according to His sovereign will. The question for the Ukrainian Church is whether they'll keep producing good fruit even if the war does not come to a timely end. Let's lift the tired arms of the church in this region, supporting them like Aaron and Hur did for Moses in Exodus 17, by praying for their steadfastness in showing Christ's love to those around them. In Context International supports brothers and sisters in this region. If you would like to find out more, send an email to the address seen on the screen.